Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 17 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. This is episode 6, and it's probably about the 6th time I've tried to do the audio for this, as interruptions occur again and again and again. And right here, we start off with the game against Callum's 11. Pretty, alright team he's got here. It's pretty decent actually, but I wouldn't say he's the greatest player to ever grace the FIFA planet, and it shows in the final result, believe it or not. Right here we get off to a great start with the new team. Owasuma Dembele plays it over to Kingsley Coman. Coman finishes it into the bottom right corner very nicely to make it 1-0. But yeah, that's an easy start. It was a pretty easy game against this guy. Division 7. It's quite a big step up from Division 8, believe it or not. You'll see later on in this episode that I actually struggle in a game, which is surprising. I mean, we were only in low divisions before, but it's still only Division 7. I should be easily sweeping it. We've won every single game so far in the series, and we're trying to keep that streak alive. However, will it last this episode? There's definitely one game that pushes it to the limit, but we make this game 3-0, a very easy game. I think it ends like 6-0 or something, and we just score a lot of goals. Jeremy Menez here has a strike, saved by Schmeichel, falls to Coman. Coman finishes it in, he goes for the bottom corner, but ends up in the top. But yeah, we make it 4-0, and at this point it was GG. He's being stupid with his goalkeeper. We get the ball, we finesse it over him. Owasuma Dembele gets the second goal of the game. I think Menez has one as well, and Coman has another two, and I believe Coman gets his third straight off kickoff. So I actually watched the replay for this goal because I thought it was a nice looking goal, and yeah, we make it 5-0 there, and we get one more, and we go straight for kickoff. Right, he does a little bit of no-touch dribbling, we get it back. I try to do that quick L1 speed boost, we lose it, give it back to Coman. Coman to Menez, quick little L1 speed boost to get past the player, play it through to Coman there. Coman, finesse, top right corner to make it 6-0, and that is GG, no remate. And yeah, we go into the second game now with the other squad. I believe it is the Spanish La Liga type thing, it's full La Liga apart from David Villa. And right there, 19 shots, 18 on target, 58% possession, absolutely dominant. And it showed in the final result for once, because quite often when you dominate games, you don't even win them. You sometimes draw, you sometimes even lose, but it is what it is. And we go into this game. I tell you what, this game was a very, very quick game. I'm pretty sure he rage quits quite early on. He's got a nice little team. Just Giovinco's just there for whatever reason. Di Maria's there for whatever reason. Cavani. But yeah, we get off to a good start here. David Villa goes around his man, smashes that into the, I guess the far post. It's kind of down the middle of the goal. You couldn't really. Yeah, it was. It wasn't the far post or the near post really. 3 minutes in though, David Villa makes it 1-0, and David Villa had a great game in this game. I think he scored 4, and then that guy rage quit. But he scored them pretty quick. I think in the first 13 minutes he scored 3 goals. I can't remember at what time the 4th goal was, but right here, 12th minute, we play a through ball through to David Villa. David Villa, cuts inside and just smashes that top corner. A beautiful strike there, and he's a decent player. I've used him on my main account, and I still use him, and he's a really good player, but he hasn't really, done a lot this series yet. But right here, we chip it down the middle with David Villa to make it 4-0. 20 minutes gone, and I'm pretty sure this is the point in which he rage quits. He's given up. He's like, fuck, 4-0 down. Just gonna give up, and yeah. So easy win that one. We got another 2 games, I believe, in this episode, and the next game isn't the best game. I'm gonna say that now. It was horrible, to say the least, and we, to be fair, we probably deserve to win, but you'll see what happens. Right here, absolutely dominating against that guy, 71% possession as well, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, we go in with the French team, I believe, for this one. But just before that, we sell a couple of these non-rare players for quite a lot of coins. They were all out of contracts as well. That's why They probably could have gone for like 900 to 1,000 each of them, but you know they had no contracts, so I sold them for 800. I also bought DeMarcos for 1,300, and he's I think he's like one of the best right backs in La Liga, especially like in the game. I think he might be the best in the game. Him, you know, Juanfran's pretty good. You know, Carlisle's decent, but I think DeMarcos is the best in the La Liga teams because Danny Alves is gone now. Yeah, I think he is. Anyway, we go into this game. He's got, you know, probably the poorest team we've faced this entire fucking series, and you know it should be an easy game. I mean, it should be, but half time it's a 0-0, and I tell you what, we've absolutely been dominating him. He's like had possession, but he hasn't like created anything, and it's just been like a really frustrating game. So I change up the formation to the 4-1-2-1-2 and narrow to change it a little bit, and I keep it basically the same way it is. We've got Koeman and Menez up front with Dembele at cam. I swap those two around, and we go into the second half right here, and just look at this. I put this in slow motion because this is absolutely bullshit. Like, look at the bar for me and everything. I didn't press tackle or anything. I was just trying to jockey him, and right there, as he does the cut inside, my fucking player, he doesn't act, he like sticks out a leg and trips him up, which is so bullshit because it should not have been a foul. He like drags his foot, which is so fucking annoying. It's not a foul. Like, I didn't press anything. They can't give it. Like, obviously, like the contact is a penalty, but my player should never have done that in the first place because I didn't ask him to. And right from the penalty spot, they score to make it 1-0, and it's like the 82nd minute. And I remember I've won every single game. I haven't drawn any or lost any. I'm like 20 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. So like losing this would be absolutely devastating. But you know, it's not over yet. But right here, I'm on the ball with Koeman. Once again, the slow-mo replay of absolutely cheese in the 90th minute. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. Every day of the week. The refs don't get it. They clear it. We get the ball back. Go to Koeman here. Does a fake shot inside. We're getting fouled all over the place. He gets through and he finishes it to make it 1-1, so it doesn't matter. But we should have had a penalty. That is absolute bullshit, EA. Like, you gave him a penalty for me, like, not even asking my player to tackle, and then what about that? Like, completely takes me out. It's, like, just as bad as their one. But it doesn't matter. We make it 1-1, and I tell you what, we deserved a lot more from the game. We absolutely dominated them. Like, look where our shots are from. Look where their shots are from. The only good chance of the game was the penalty. The other shots were just stupid shots, like, that anyone could have saved, and like honestly we absolutely dominated. How we only got 6 of those shots on target was incredible, and how we only scored 1 goal was just also incredible. Like, honestly, it was the worst performance of finishing I think I've ever had. Like, that is absolutely crazy. But right here, you know, we draw our first game of the series and we're dropping points for the first time. And it's never nice, but that means at least now, you know, I don't have the pressure of keeping that record, and in the next episode, I believe I'm going to go into the Foot Champs knockout tournament, try win it, and maybe do some Foot Champs on the weekend, but I'm not sure if I actually want to play on my main account or not this weekend. Not really too sure what I'm going to do, because I have my main account, which is basically a road to glory, like I said before, but, you know, it's not recorded, and like, I kind of want to keep building that up, but I also don't really want to play. I also want to play Foot Champions on this, and I'm not doing 2 lots. Like, I barely even do 1. I've only ever done it twice, like the full 40 games. But you know, I'm still thinking, like, if I can get into with the squad, you know, maybe. But I don't. I think it's just pushing it. It's a little bit too early. But I wanted like the first month because, like, the first week of the month, because that means you can get the monthly rewards. So I think either I'm going to do it this weekend on this account, or I'm going to wait till next month to do it, because honestly, like, it's not worth it if you're not going to get the monthly rewards as well. And by the time, you know, I've got a pretty good team and everything, next month will be around, you know, maybe I could do 1 practice weekend with this or something, but, you know, we'll see. I don't think the team's probably quite ready for Foot Champions yet. Maybe I could do it second week and, you know, try catch up to the fucking, at least get gold 3 for the month, which isn't too difficult. I could do it in 3 weekends easily with, you know, a good team, but I mean, we'll see what happens. Right here, though, we make it 5-0 in this game. You know, this game, I was just looking to absolutely thrash this guy because I was so mad from the last game. I was like, how did I lose that? All that good stuff. We make it 5-0 here, and, you know, this guy, he wasn't very good. I can't remember his team. I think it was a decent team. It wasn't great, but I think it was a 4-4-2 formation. But, yeah, anyway, Kovacic plays it through to David Villa, and David Villa puts the icing on the cake to make it 6-0, and that is basically it for this game. And that's basically it for this episode. And so if you have enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe and all that. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.
It's 6-0 as the game is restarted.
Because there are times this year I feared the worst.
What a brilliant performance from this fella.
Well, he goes across and grabs the match ball from the ref, a hat-trick, and that's to be treasured by any player.